promises dead. I had nightmares along the way. I made prayers in vain. I've waited so long to catch my breath. I'm awake, I'm alive. You made me who I am now. Never mind, I survived. Time after time. Through the pain I feel, through the hate in me, it goes on and on again. And try to ride while you're alive and scream, never mind. So many fights for nothing at all. So many problems never solved, yeah. I saw people with fear in their eyes, into a world falling apart. I've waited so long to catch my breath. I'm awake, I'm alive. You made me who I am now. Never mind, I survived. Time after time. Through the pain I feel, through the hate in me, it goes on and on again. And try to ride while you're alive and scream, never mind. I've waited so long to catch my breath. To catch my. I've waited so long to catch my breath. To catch my. Enjoy the ride while you're alive and scream, never mind. I'm awake, I'm alive. You made me who I am now. Never mind, I survived. Time after time. Through the pain I feel, through the hate in me, it goes on and on again. Enjoy the ride while you're alive and scream, never mind.
Hello, my pack, my tribe. Welcome to Killer Voices. Now, let me start off by saying that this episode is going to differ from what's going to be in the rest of the series. Because normally what I would do is I would pick a case and I would tell the story of that case from the perspective of the killer. But with this episode, I'm not going to do that. With this episode, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you what I think of this case, and I'm going to tell you why I think it. So, the whole world knows that Chester Bennington and Chris Cornell died. The whole world knows that they were found hanging over the back of their doors in their houses. Here is why I'm calling bullshit on it as far as suicide goes. Everybody who's ever attempted suicide that has survived, right? Which, granted, probably not that many. They all describe the same thing. That there is a moment while they're attempting to kill themselves when they try to stop it. Because they have that moment of regret where they decide all of a sudden that they want to live. Okay? And That is like 100% across the board. Nobody who has actually attempted suicide and actually survived it has gone on to say, no, there was zero moment where I regretted my decision. Zero. Like literally zero. Okay? If you were attempting to hang yourself on the back of a door, first off, and I want to be very clear about this, the physics of that do not add up. Because if you're hanging off of the back of the door, your feet can either reach the ground, thus saving your life, or you can plant your feet on the door itself and save your life. Either way, it is too readily available to save your life. If we take that as gospel, which it is, because physics prove it, there is no way in hell that it could be suicide. The only way that they could die from hanging over the back of a door is if somebody was on the other side of it pulling on the rope. That's not me talking, people. That's science. It is not physically possible to hang yourself off of the back of a fucking door. Now, I could get into all the fucking reasons why. I could mention Pizzagate and that whole fucking conspiracy that you know, half of the audience listening right now would probably roll their fucking eyes at. It doesn't matter. None of that matters. It doesn't matter why. The fact of the matter is there is no way in hell that they killed themselves. Regardless of what their bandmates have said in interviews about them being depressed. By the way, depressed people aren't fucking suicidal. They're just sad. Let's get that right the fuck out of the way. Secondly, it doesn't matter what any of those reasons are, because the fact of the matter is science proves it. And you know how I fucking know? Because I actually fucking tried it. Yeah. When I was 15. I actually tied a rope to the doorknob on the outside of my room with the rope draped over the fucking door and tried to hang myself. Because my house life was shit. And I can go into that whole fucking thing too. Because the reality is, I was told every day of my life, from the time that my mom married my stepdad by his family, the Wallaces, that I am useless, that I am worthless, that I will never amount to anything, that I'll never be a real Wallace. Yeah. My fucking stepdad's mom told me that. So I happen to know something about this. And the second I fucking regretted it, I planted my feet against the door and raised myself up and got the fucking noose off my neck. There is not a physical way in order to fucking carry that shit out. Because every suicide has that moment of regret. Trust me, I fucking know. So this whole fucking theory that they hung themselves off the back of their fucking doors is absolute horseshit. First off, it is, I mean, even if you were absolutely 110% committed to doing it, it's not the easy way to go. If they were going to fucking do it, they would either just shot themselves, swallowed a bunch of pills, or thrown themselves off of a fucking bridge. There's no fucking way in hell that they would have hung themselves off the back of a fucking door, or from anything else from that matter. So, fuck off with that shit. Yes, the point is it wasn't suicide. There's no fucking way that a suicide could actually fucking kill themselves that way. Now, if you were going to hang yourself, you wouldn't do it from the back of a fucking door. For that reason. If you were absolutely committed to killing yourself and you wanted to hang, you would have done it off of a fucking banister or off of a fucking roof beam or something like that. You would not have done it that way. Not physically possible. Because the fact of the matter is, I mean, first off, I don't care what side of the fucking table you're on. I don't care if you're Democrat, Republican, fucking gay, straight, trans, cisgendered, whatever. Doesn't fucking matter to me. I don't care who the fuck you are. If you're too far left, you're a fucking dumbass. If you're too far right, you're a fucking dumbass. We seem to have forgotten in this country that there's more than two fucking parties. Right? Which is neither here nor there. My whole fucking point is regardless of where your viewpoint is, if you think it's fucking possible to kill yourself hanging off of the back of the door, try it. I promise you, you're wrong. Which means that the police that investigated the case, the coroner that did the autopsies, were either complicit in the conspiracy or they were bought off. Because I guarantee you, if any moral, upstanding fucking forensic pathologist in the fucking world saw that crime scene, saw those bodies, there's no way in hell they would have ruled it suicide. I promise you that. I promise you that. That is the absolute truth. There is no fucking way possible. And if that's the truth, right? If we accept that it is not possible for them to stop that, based on Pizzagate or whatever the fuck, right? If we accept that there was a conspiracy in place, they weren't the only two that knew what was going on, right? There were other people. Was and then we've got to ask the question, well, who else knew about it? And how many fucking celebrities knew about it? How many of those celebrities are now dead? For example, did Robin know? Robin Williams? Was he a victim of that? Was Matthew Perry a victim of Like, we don't know, is the point. But it means that if they were killed because of some conspiracy, how big is this conspiracy? How far reaching is it? Who else has been affected by it? Those answers are out there if people would just stop with the bullshit and open their eyes. And I can guarantee you, based on interviews and a couple documentaries that I've seen, where bandmates of both bands are saying, yeah, he was sad, he was depressed. I guarantee somebody got to them. Probably told them something to the effect of, well, this is what you're going to say, or the same thing's going to happen to you. Guaranteed. I believe this 110%. I will fucking die on this hill. It's physically not possible. I'm telling you. I promise you 110%. Not fucking possible. But as far as like the conspiracies and stuff, I don't fucking care. I mean, I do. Like, if Pizzagate actually happened, I do care about that because any fucking sane, moral person in the country would care that that was happening to kids. But, that being said, as far as these cases are concerned, it doesn't fucking matter. Because the only thing that needs to fucking happen is it needs to be proven that they weren't suicides. And therefore, it's reinvestigated and the truth will be born out of that, whatever it is. My concern at this point is the fact that they're closed cases. They're just written off as suicide. Period. And I want to know what fucktard labeled it that. I want to know what dumbass or fucking incompetent shit or fucking immoral fucking bribe-taking fuckwad is responsible for labeling it as suicide. And I know that the forensic pathologist, coroner, whatever you want to call him, I know that his name is on record and all that, but damn it, I don't care. I want the truth. Because I promise you, the whole suicide thing, it doesn't bear fruit. It is not the truth. You could get yourself a fucking dummy and fucking experiment with this, and I promise you, you will see there's no fucking way. It is literally not possible. The only way that they could have committed suicide in this fashion is if somebody was on the other side of the door helping them. Which makes it not a suicide, it makes it a murder. even if they were suicidal, which I don't believe for a second. Do I believe that they had depression issues? Yeah, for sure. What fucking artist doesn't? But do I believe for a second that they were actually suicidal? No, I don't. No, I don't. And you know how I know I don't? And you know how I know that I'm correct? It's the fact that there was no other fucking attempts on the record. Most suicides that are actually, kind of serious about suicide attempt it more than once. 99%, in fact. Which means, yes, it's technically possible they would not have tried it before. However, it is astronomically unlikely. You would have a better chance of being struck by lightning twice and winning the lottery. So, there you have it. That's my whole fucking issue with both of those cases. It just makes no sense at all. And it really annoys me that these like fucking rock stars and fucking celebrities are just accepting it as fact. They even had a fucking tribute thing to them that they did a while back, and people were talking about it as if it was a suicide, which is fucking absolute horseshit. That tells me they're either just fucking that ignorant, or somebody got to them and basically threatened them with not revealing the truth, or else. But that's about all I got for tonight, folks. Tune in next time. I will be covering the Zodiac. Peace out.
The things that were left unsaid, for all the times I found promises dead. I had nightmares along the way, I made prayers in vain. I've waited so long to catch my breath. I'm awake, I'm alive. You made me who I am now. Never mind, I survived. Time after time. Through the pain I feel, through the hate in me, it goes on and on again. And try to ride while you're alive and scream, never mind. So many fights for nothing at all. So many problems never solved.